Hello, YouTube. So today I just kind of wanted to go over what we are looking at doing for skill trees as we're going into Wonderlands, with that being right around the corner. And we're going to have some video that K6 was nice enough to provide for us up in the corner, so you can have some gameplay going while we're doing the skill tree. And again, thank you so much, K6, for allowing us to have some video footage that we can use in some of these videos. There is a link down to his channel below. If you do not know who Ki11er Six is, he's one of the staples for Borderlands content, one of the just absolutely amazing members we have, and does a lot for the community. Make sure you go give him a follow. So with that, let's go ahead and get into the build. So for first build, we want to go Spore Warden, and we finally decided on Graveborn. So the biggest thing first pickup is going to be the Barrage skill. And the Barrage skill it summons an ethereal bow, firing 7 arrows that deal ability damage on impact, and the arrows do ricochet twice between nearby enemies. Barrage has multiple charges, and increases to gun damage do apply to Barrage. So with that in mind, we do want to boost our cooldown rate a little bit. We want to go ahead and pick up all 5 in Eagle Eye so that we have that increased gun damage. We want to pick up all 5 in Affinity for the ability damage. We want to pick up 5 in Bullseye for the extra crit damage. 3 in Cold Shot for the increase to our overall gun damage. And I do aim down sights quite a lot, so this is something that's going to boost for me. If you find yourself hip firing a lot, I wouldn't go Cold Shot. I would just go straight for Thrill to the Hunt. So we're going to go 3 in Cold Shot and 2 in Thrill of the Hunt for critical hits. Pick up all 3 in Wrath of Nature, so anytime that we deal ability damage, the enemy will take increased damage. And we're going to pick up 1 in Headhunter, and Headhunter is going to give us extra gun damage, and it increases the critical hit areas. And of course, we pick up the Capstone, Play with Angles, which gives us gun critical hit damage, and they have a chance to ricochet, which does deal more ability damage. In the Grave Warden tree, I've kind of argued with this a little bit. What I finally decided to do was pick up 3 in Faithful Thralls for the increased damage for the companions that you have, and with Graveborn and Spore Warden, you get both your Mushroom Companion and a Demi-Lich Companion, so you have 2 companions that are dealing damage. And then 1 and 1. So we're getting increased to our maximum health, and we're getting a kill skill, which gives us spell cooldown rate. And the reason we want that little bit extra spell cooldown rate is for Sanguine Sacrament, which is going to allow us to have 5% more health regeneration after we cast a spell. So if you pick up all 3, that ends up being 15% more health regeneration just for casting spells. From there, we are going to pick up 2 in Harvest for 6% extra dark magic damage per companion. So our companions are dealing a little bit more dark magic damage. From there, we want to pick up all 3 in Dark Hydra. So Dark Hydra is going to give us a 60% chance on kill to summon a Dark Hydra companion, which deals dark magic ability damage to nearby enemies. And because we're having 3, there's a 60% chance that we can have 3 Hydras. From there, you can kind of choose where you really want your last point. Personally, I want to put it in Dark Pact so that I have 4% base extra dark magic damage per level. So just per level, I have 4% dark magic damage, since we only have that 1 point. So what's really cool about the website that we've got for these skill trees right now And there will be a link in the description box down below to this website. So if you want to kind of play around with the skill trees yourself, you can take a look at that. Whenever we scroll down for these, it tells us everything we've picked, and it even tells us exactly how many points we have. So if we go up here, we can see Bounty of the Hunt, we have 1 skill point chosen, and it says Bounty of the Hunt 1, so telling us that we do have 1 skill point into that. From there, you can actually see what your percentages are. So, like, if we go up here and say take 1 out of Dark Hydra and put another one into Mortal Vessel and scroll back down, you can see that Mortal Vessel now updated to 2, and it is saying 6% Dark Magic Efficiency and maximum health. So if we do it the other way around, put it back up there, we can again see that Hydra's changed to 3, and we now have the 60% chance with the maximum Hydras. So with the way we've got this set up, we're having a little bit of skill cooldown for kill skills. We've got our increase to gun damage and gun handling. We've got an increase to ability damage, an increase for our gun critical hit chance to be increased, and our companion's critical hit chance is increased. We've got gun critical hits, increased companion damage for a duration, so we can stack this up to 10 times, and companions will do more just for us getting critical hits. While aiming down the sights, the Fate Maker gains an ever-increasing amount of gun damage and damage reduction. So because I do aim down sights a lot, we're going to be getting extra gun damage, which can also boost our barrage ability because that is based off of gun damage. We've got 1 in Headhunt, which gives us gun damage increase to our critical hit areas so that we can, again, be getting stacks for companion damage. We've already got an increase to our critical hits. We've got Play the Angels. We've got 1 there that's going to give us critical hits have a chance to ricochet, which will deal ability damage to nearby enemies. And they do have a chance to ricochet a second time. So your ricochet itself actually has a chance to ricochet. We picked up 1 in Mortal Vessel, so we have 3% extra health and a little bit more dark magic efficiency. We picked up 1 in our kill skill for 5% extra skill cooldown duration. We picked up 3 in Faithful Thralls for 9% damage extra per companion that we have. We have 2 companions, so that's just a base 18% extra damage. And that also allows the companions to respawn a little bit faster. We picked up 3 in Sacrament, so that anytime we cast a spell, we regenerate 15% of our health for 2 seconds. We picked up 1 in Dark Pact, so that we do a little bit more dark magic damage, which is going to be 4% of our total dark magic damage. We picked up 2 in Harvest, so that anytime we get a kill, companions will deal 6% bonus dark magic damage, and that is going to stack up to 2 times, so that means our companions can deal up to 12% bonus dark magic damage just for getting a kill. And finally, we did go ahead and max out Dark Hydra at 3, which allows us anytime we get a kill, we have a 60% chance to summon a Dark Hydra, and we have a stack of 3 for that, so we can have up to 3 Hydras going at any time. And the Hydra is going to deal dark magic ability damage to nearby enemies. So that is the skill tree. Something else that's kind of neat about this is you can go into your actual hero points that we're going to be allotted, and it looks like we're going to get 50 hero points to allot. Now, because we're at 10, keep in mind that if we take strength up to 20, we only spent 10 points. So, because this is a lot of critical hit stuff, I want to go ahead and pick up 20 in dexterity and 20 in strength, giving me 25% critical hit damage and 40% higher critical hit chance. From there, that allows me to have 10 more action skill points. And from there, you can kind of just pick if you want spell cooldown rate, stats effect damage, maximum health and ward. And ward is going to be our shield for this game. Or if you want action skill cooldown rate. For me, since I am kind of focusing on barrage, I do want that extra 10% action skill cooldown rate. And from there, something else that's kind of cool that you can do is you can actually hit screenshot here, pop over, and you can see everything you just did in one nice little screenshot here. So if you want to screenshot this, then you want to screenshot the second thing so you can see what each description does. I'll leave this here for just a second if you want to take a screenshot of that. But yeah, it's wonderful. So you can actually see your nice little breakdown in a nice, neat little format. And this is the skill layout that we're looking at before we take in-depth look at a little min-maxing here and there, seeing if maybe we want to change a point from Hydra to more max health, etc., to kind of just really fine-tune the first build. And for those of you that have made it this far, we are dubbing this build Goomba's Revenge. So Goomba's Revenge is going to be our first build. I hope you've enjoyed this kind of breakdown and layout. If you'd like to see more of this kind of style in the future, let me know. Make sure you leave a like and comment down below. It really helps push the content and allows me to bring some more stuff to you guys. If you have any questions or anything you'd like me to explain, let me know. With that, guys, enjoy Wonderlands as it comes out, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I've been your local sassy SwinLaw. Stay classy, Pandora.